welcome to Whiz Junior. My name is SJ.
Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Angela. You know, SJ, I cannot believe how fast time is going. I mean, I felt like I just started 2016, but now we're already into winter, almost at the end of the year.
Exactly. You know what? It almost feels like it was yesterday when we had our very first episode of Whiz Junior. And what do you know? Time surely did fly this quickly.
It was a thrilling journey, that's for sure. But you know, I heard that a lot of parents usually get a little bit worried around this time of the year because they're afraid their kids, students, will start to lose focus because it's like vacation.
Oh, don't worry if you're parents of our 16 contestants on our show today, because I'm pretty sure they won't lose focus throughout the program. And speaking of which, why don't we meet our contestants today?
That sounds very good. Well, let's start with the first team, hailing from Dolma Elementary, introducing Team Y with Yejin, Hyunyoung, Yeonso, and Hyerin.
All is well, always win. Fighting!
And next up, looking eager for the battle ahead, this is Team Gladiators from Yongin Hanbit Elementary School with Taeul, Subin, Yunso, and Minsung.
Subin, Minso, Taeul, Yunso, fight for the victory!
And third, we have Team ABC from the Central Christian Academy with Taehyun, Yunsong, Hyungwon, and Yunseok.
We are the Grand CCA!
All right, and last but not least, hailing from Seoul's Jungpyong Elementary School, introducing Team Phoenix with Somin, Yuchan, Ajin, and Hyungjun.
We will never give up. Let's fly high together.
All right, now that we have met all of our 16 contestants representing 4 schools, we're going to get things started with our first round. This is
Go, Go, Go.
Often students have said that this is their favorite round. This is Go, 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 where we will be giving the teams 60 seconds each, and one clue giver will try to lead the rest of the 3 team members into guessing the right answer.
That's right, 60 seconds is all you have, and I'm pretty sure all of our contestants, they are ready to get into Go, 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 and we're going to be inviting our very first team, Team ABC. You guys are going first, so let's get you guys up here, and let's go, go, go. Now, Yoonseok's going to be leading the way for Team ABC as the clue giver. So, hey, you guys have 60 seconds. Let's go, go, go.
The part of your body, it's like the nail, but on your foot.
Toe,
Like
wind,
yeah. Like something that flies in the sky.
Bird.
Yes. Not today and the day after today.
tomorrow,
You eat this. You eat at this place.
restaurant,
Not on. Opposite of on.
off,
Not gold after gold.
silver,
Like it's an island in the Pacific Ocean. I think it's like
Hawaii,
yes. Something that erupts, like it's a mountain.
Volcano.
Yes. Something.
Is that a record?
That is a new record here on Whiz Junior. 9 words.
Wow, that was amazing teamwork and just like even telepathy, right?
Exactly.
Wind, you know?
the nails on your foot, toe. Great job, guys. ABC, they were able to get 180 points. Let's get you guys back up there. And this time, let's invite Team Phoenix.
Somin is the representative leading her team Phoenix. Somin, one question, why Phoenix?
Because Phoenix is a mortal legendary bird who never dies, so our team would proceed and not stunted.
No, and not be eliminated and make it to the end, right?
Yes.
Nice message. All right, Somin, good luck. Here's your 60 seconds.
This one in the toe there is a nail. Okay. In the restaurant we
Knife.
okay for knife we cut it. What do we
Steak.
cut? Okay. When we are sick, we go to this place. Okay, pass. When this natural disaster happens, there's a thunder.
Cloud.
Pass. It's like similar to alligator.
Crocodile.
Like mint.
Green.
It's 3 words. Yeah, pass. Pass. Past, present.
Future.
In the harbor we write this one.
Time is up. 4 words though, not bad.
Not bad. Hyungjun, do you not get sick?
He's never heard of hospital because he's never
He's
been
healthy.
sick. That's a good thing though.
That's absolutely a good thing. Great job to Phoenix. We're going to send you guys back up. And going third, we have gladiators. Let's invite them down.
Tyler is leading the way for Team Gladiator. Now, before we do start things off with Go, Go, Go for them, I'm wondering why their team name is Gladiator. Yoonso, tell us, why is it Gladiator? Are you guys a bunch of gladiators?
Gladiators are people who fight for their victory, so we will fight for our victory, obviously the first place.
Ooh, obviously first place. All right, Gladiators, best of luck to you guys. Tyler, you have 60 seconds. Let's go, go, go.
It's a food that we eat in the summer and like it is a cool thing. And
Watermelon?
no, it is
Ice cream.
Yes. It is used and in winter. Yes. I like
Tambourine.
yes. A pest. It is like a tomato. It has celery and a lot of
Vegetables?
yes. And it's like, "Rrr." It has fur. It has a fur, and it's has brown fur and
Bear.
Yes. And we
Drink.
Yes. Pets. We buy book in the
Bookstore.
book.
Store.
Yes. Like second and
First.
yes.
No,
Oh, no.
the word was fist.
Not first.
Not first, but fist.
Oh, it's okay. They got a lot of words, so that last
7
one.
words, yeah, 7 words they were able to get. And it was so quickly how they were working. It's like, "Arr!" Wolf, okay, bear, ice cream, all that stuff. Wow, they were working really, really quick, and it was a great job for Team Gladiators.
That was really good clue giving, I think. Gladiators, you guys should be proud of yourselves. We're going to send you back up, and we have our final team. It's Team Y. Last team, Team Y, and Hyedin will be our clue giver. So if you guys are ready, here comes your 60 seconds.
It's like cow meat. Pass. Elephant. Like we don't eat food, we are hungry. If our pants are too big, we put on this belt. Like Superman is a kind of hero. Pass. Kick. Like when we cry, this comes down. Pass. We put on this. It's in winter. It's a kind of high. Sky. Pass.
Time is up now. Unfortunately, instead of 6 words, we're going to have to give them 5 words.
Right. There was a little technical error, but clothes was incorrect. Coat was the right answer.
Coat. Coat was the answer, not close. So, unfortunately, it's not going to be 6 words, but 5. 5 is still a lot, though.
Yep, that's right. Why? Very, very good job, ladies. We're going to send you back up to your stands as well.
Well, it was one of the more exciting rounds of Go, Go, Go here on round 1 of Whiz Junior. And before we do move on to the next round, let's take a look at these scores.
Well, we did have a record here for Go, Go, Go. Never have we seen 9 words guessed correctly, but ABC did just that. 180 points, putting them in first place. Second place, Gladiators. They were fighting hard, and they got 140 points. Why? They were able to get 100 points, and Phoenix just a little behind with 80 points.
That's right, it's not over because we've only completed just round 1. Don't worry, we have round 2 coming up next. This is True or False. This is round 2, true or false. 5 different statements given, and all you guys have to do is simply press X if you think it's false, or O if you think it's true.
That's right. So work together to come up with the correct answer. Now, we have, like we said, 5 statements worth 20 points each. If you're ready, here comes the first statement.
An octopus can change its skin color depending on given conditions.
Well,
Pretty straightforward, true or false statement here. If you guys are ready, 3 seconds. Let's have your answers in now.
all right. They all seem to think that this is true. I was going to say, well, I know they definitely change color when you cook them. But that's probably a little cruel. So anyway, answer please. There you go. It was true.
Angela, that was the funniest thing I heard all week.
Just hungry, SJ. Just
It was
hungry.
true. All right, if our contestants are ready, here is our second true or false statement.
The temperature is warmer while it snows rather than after a snowfall.
It is in the middle of winter right now. Is it true or false? It seems like all of our contestants are ready.
All right, then 3 seconds while you guys buzz in.
Get your answers in now.
All right, they all think it's true.
All right, is it true or false? It is true.
Yeah, usually if you don't like snow, it's bad news that it's snowing, but you do notice it is a little warmer when it does, right?
That's right. Does snow change color when you cook it too?
Yeah, it does. Goes from white to clear. All right, that was statement number 2. Here comes statement number 3.
In the novel Les Miserables, Jean Valjean steals silver candlesticks.
All right, think very carefully.
Does he steal silver candlesticks? Is it true or false?
3 seconds.
Answers in now.
All right, a little bit of division.
All right, so we have Phoenix who says false, and all the other teams say true.
Okay, let's find out who is correct.
It's false.
It was false. I mean, the silver part was right, but it wasn't silver candlesticks, it was silverware.
That's right. The silver candlesticks, though, it is a gift that he does receive from the bishop later on, but he steals silverware, not silver candlesticks, which Phoenix were able to get.
Good job. All right, that means we're already on statement number 4.
In South Korea, people have to push their bicycles on foot when they're on crossroads.
All right, I'm pretty sure a lot of our contestants do ride their bicycles. Hopefully they do know whether this is true or false.
All right, 3 seconds. Let's get your answers in now.
All right. So I'm pretty sure all of our contestants do have bicycles and they ride it. Well, hopefully they got it right. The answer, please.
Whew. That's right. You cannot ride your bikes through crossroads. You can actually be subject to even a fine.
That is correct. Always walk on foot when you're crossing the crossroad with your bicycle. All right, that was your 4th one. This is our final true or false statement.
Papua New Guinea is a country in Africa.
Geography.
Okay, anybody know the answer? Last minute discussions. Before I say 3 seconds, get your answers in, please.
Answers in now. Answers in now. All right, so we have Y, ABC, and Phoenix who say it's false. Gladiators, they say it's true.
Okay, let's find out what the answer is.
It's false. Yeah, Papua New Guinea is not in the continent of Africa.
No.
It's in Oceania.
There you go. Learn something new for gladiators. Okay, that was already our fifth statement, meaning that we are at the next score recap for round 2.
That's right, and it's very, very close right now. Let's just say this. Right now, currently in first place with a total of 260 points, it's Team ABC. And in second place, Gladiators with 200 points. And we have a two-way tie for a third place. It's Team Y with 180 points and Team Phoenix with 180 points as well.
Wow, close game. That means it's going to be an exciting next 2 rounds. Let's jump right into round number 3. This is
Word Up.
This is the round Word Up, that is, where writing skills, spelling skills definitely come into play. We're going to have one set category with 15 words under that category, and they're all going to be scrambled up. Thus, then we're going to give 60 seconds to our 4 teams to try to unscramble those words. Now, we're going to show you the category, and that will right away kickstart your 60 seconds.
Desert. We had Christmas last week. Now it's desert. So we're hot now.
So all related to this big topic. Now I was gonna say I'm an expert for dessert, but I don't think this is my real cup of tea.
Oh, dessert, desert, two very different things here. And already the clock says 30 seconds left.
What kind of creative concoctions will our students come up with today? Okay, we're kind of inching towards the 10-second mark now.
Let's get your final words in there. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Markers down, markers
Okay,
down.
stop writing.
Markers down.
We, of course, had our staff get together, writers as well, to try to calculate how many points were given to each team.
That's right. And all 4 teams, they did an excellent job unscrambling those words. But before I reveal how many words each team's got, let's take a look at those words and see if you guys missed any of them.
Okay.
Oh.
Now it looks so much clearer, right?
Hyena, meerkat, those I didn't get neither.
Scorpion was practically almost all scrambled. So that one was
Yeah.
kind of clear, but the final changes could have been a little tricky.
That's right. Well, let you know who got the most number of words. Team Phoenix with a
Ooh.
total of 10 words.
Great job, Phoenix.
In second, Team Gladiator with a total of 9. Now, they had a 10, but remember, when I say markers down, you really have to get your markers down. And unfortunately, they made some last changes on one of the words, so we gave them 9. In third, we have Team ABC with a total of 8 words, and Team Y with 7.
That's still, overall, relatively speaking, a high number of words that all the teams were able to get.
Great job, guys. Let's take a look at the current scores right now.
All right, well, those 10 words made a difference because ABC is in the lead with 420 points. Second place, we have a tie between Gladiators. They have 380 points, and Phoenix also with 380 points. Now, why? You guys are still doing a fabulous job because this is not that big of a difference. 320 points. Great job.
That's right. We have more points to be won in our final round of the first half of Quiz Whiz Junior. We're going to jump right into that. This is What Am I? This is round 4 with What Am I? The riddles are coming up. We have a total of 5 different riddles, but they're not worth 20 points no more.
No, it's a lot more than that. We have hints that accompany. So first hint, if you're able to get it, 50 points. If you need 2 hints, 40 points. 3 hints, 30 points, so on and so forth. Remember, if you answer it for maybe, let's say 50-pointer, but you get it wrong, you can no longer answer for 40, 30, 20 points from there on out. Understand?
All right,
All
looks
right.
like all of our contestants are ready. So let's take a listen to our first riddle.
Dutch innovator Cornelis Drebbel was the first one to make me.
All right, two letters, the letters B and N. A lot of confused faces.
하자.
Oh, I heard hacha. Gladiators.
Submarine.
Submarine.
50 points. They look just as surprised as we are.
Wow, the whole time, okay, this is just me, SJ, being an idiot.
Yes.
I thought Jack Cousteau invented the submarine. So I was like, it can't be the submarine.
Actually, that's why you and I are over here, okay? And they're over there.
All right, great job, guys. 50 points. And that haja really did work for them right there. All right,
See?
great stuff. Let's see if we get more 50-pointers out there. This is our second riddle.
In some areas of the world, you cannot see me.
The letter T has been revealed.
All right, it's a relatively short word here, but once again, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's easy.
No siree. Any guesses you guys want to take for 50 points?
3 seconds.
Okay, I see some action at ABC. I think Taehyun has to prevent his teammate from answering.
No haja from them.
No.
All right, maybe we'll hear haja this time. Here is our 40-pointer.
Spectacular lights often greet me.
I don't know if that's much help, but why? I do believe it was Hyunyoung.
Tiger.
Tiger. No, tiger does have a
sorry.
T and an I. All right, so Y is out. Gladiators, ABC, Phoenix, you guys have 3 seconds.
Yes.
ABC.
Light.
Light.
No, sorry about that. ABC is also out for this riddle. 3 more seconds for any of the other two teams. Okay.
All right.
That means we're going to bring it down to 30 points.
Lighthouses start working as I come.
Gladiator. 3 seconds.
They buzzed in, but no answer. Wait a minute, that means only Phoenix can answer this one.
All right, Phoenix, you guys are playing by yourselves now.
All right. We're going to have to bring it down to 20 points now.
All right.
I show you the moon and the stars.
It's almost spelled out.
They still look a little perplexed.
Sometimes it's the things that are right in front of you that's more confusing.
Yeah.
3 seconds.
I think they have something.
Oh, yes, there you
Phoenix.
go. Phoenix.
Night.
Night.
Yes.
It wasn't light.
No.
It was night.
That's right. Sometimes the obvious ones are a little bit tricky, but a great job, Phoenix. You guys got 20 more points for that. We still have more.
Exactly. Let's take a listen to our next riddle.
Sometimes people make me by blowing air.
The letter T.
Starting fresh now. It's all up for grabs for all 4 teams.
Notice a lot of them are spelling it out in their head and counting the number of letters.
Okay, let's give them 3 more seconds.
All right, 3 seconds up. Here is our 40-point hint.
I usually have a thin neck.
T and an L. Oh, Phoenix.
Bottle.
Bottle. Oh, wow.
Very good.
All right, so they were able to add 40 more points now. It's as close as you can get right
Wow.
now. That was our third riddle. Let's take a listen to our fourth riddle.
I come in various shapes and colors depending on the person.
A B and an E. We're gonna need some points added to you guys because it's too close of a game so far. Any takers? 3 seconds. All right, B and an E, and that one was not enough. Here's your 40-point hint.
I move according to your mood.
ABC. Oh, Hyungwon says no, but the answer, Taehyung?
A shadow.
Shadow? I can understand why Hyungwon was a little upset.
Sorry about that. ABC is out for this one. 3 more seconds for any other teams out there.
All right. It goes down to the 30-point hint.
The Mona Lisa doesn't have me.
Phoenix, the quickest to that.
Eyebrow.
Eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yes. That was worth 30 points. And just a reminder, Min-sung, raising your hand doesn't count. I know you really
Buzz.
wanted it.
Got a buzz.
I know you really wanted it, but raising your hand doesn't work here. Phoenix fastest to the buzzer here. But don't worry though, it's close, but we still have one more riddle. Let's listen carefully.
I share the name of a royal family from Europe.
Letter R. Now, I mean, that doesn't narrow it down too much. It's silent. Let's give him 3 seconds. Okay, it's still not really set who our 2 finalists are. This is the 40-pointer hint.
The essential oil extracted from my peel is used in perfumes or air fresheners.
Now, this is worth 40 points. Now, Phoenix has already clinched a spot into the next round. 3 seconds.
All right, that means we are down to 30 points now.
I have a lot of vitamin C.
That was enough for ABC.
Orange.
Orange, will this take them to the next round? Yes!
Yes! ABC was first, 450 points. That has clinched their spot in the next half.
Incredible final push to the finish. Let's take a look at the final score right now because this was very, very close. Phoenix, like I said, already clinched the spot into the next round, but they finished first with 470 points. The next set of scores, Angela?
ABC, congratulations. We did not know until the last moment. 450 points for them. Coming in third place, 430 points for Gladiators. And Y able to get 320 points.
That's right. It was an incredible finish, and it was a great job for all 4 teams, and also Gladiators and Y as well. Phoenix, ABC, we'll be seeing you guys in the second round for our finals. Let's give them a round of applause, everyone.
방송국안에 돌아다니는 것도 되게 좋은 체험인 것 같았고 이제 타이밍도 잘 맞춰서 우승 한번 꼭 해봤으면 좋겠어요. 많이 못 맞춰도 좋은 경험이니까 속상해하지 말고 다음엔 더 열심히 해서. 제가 원래 스피드 퀴즈를 좋아하는데 이게 영어로 하는 건 재밌었어요. 영어 선생님께 감사해요.
이렇게 잘해서 수고했고 다음에는 이런 기회 또 있으면 더 열심히 해요.
공과대만 오렌지 눌렀는데 1초 차이로 져서 2등 할 수 있었는데 못해서 너무 아쉽고 패자 발전 같은 거 하면 그대로 해가지고 그때 나와서 1등 하면 좋을 것 같아요.
I think it was a great experience and I had a lot of fun.
I'd like to say thank you to all of the friends because they did so well, and thank you.
And here we are in the second half of Whiz Junior, and the first round for the second half is Team Showdown. So basically how this works is we have our two finalist teams, ABC and Phoenix, and one member from each respective team will be going at it, and the winner or the correct answer of the question will be able to eliminate their opponent. And basically we're looking for the team that remains the last man standing.
That's right. If you're the last ones remaining, you'll be able to get a total of 400 points. So a great deal of points there. Now for Team Phoenix, they were able to finish in first place after the first half. I do believe, Somin, you're going to be choosing your first opponent, right? Yes. Who is it going to be?
Yunsung.
Yunsung.
So we do have our first matchup as Somin has selected her opponent. So we're going to find out who comes out on top. Here's our first question.
The following are famous names of a type of institution. What type of institution is this? Waseda, Tsinghua, Oxford, Harvard.
Yes, Yunsung.
University.
University is correct.
These are all very famous universities, right?
That's right. So Yunsung just eliminated Somin. But Somin, before you do go, Yunsung, who's your next opponent?
Hyungjun.
Hyungjun.
All right, step
Come on
right
down.
up. Now it's Hyungjun in for Team Phoenix. Can he stop Yunsung? We'll have to find out. This is our next question.
The following is a list of the 5 traditionally recognized senses for the human beings. Fill in the blanks. Sight, hearing, touch. A, B.
Yes, Hyungjun.
Tongue and nose.
Tongue and nose. Yes, Yunsung?
Smell and taste.
Yes, smell and taste, is it?
That is correct. But you know, Hyungjun, we all recognize that you definitely knew the answer, right?
That's right. You use your nose for smell and their tongue for taste. So,
That's right.
You know, it was technically correct, but
But unfortunately, you're still eliminated. Yunsung, who is your next opponent then?
Ajin.
Ajin! Look at her expression. Ajin, come on down. Yunsung has been able to already defeat 2 members of Phoenix. Will Ajin be another victim or will she come out victorious? Listen very carefully.
What common English word would fill in all the blanks below? Blank known, prominent, famous. Blank done, thoroughly cooked meat. Blank being, a good or satisfactory condition of existence.
yes, Yunsung.
Well.
Well, that's correct.
Well done. Well done. Not the meat.
No, not the meat. Yunsung, you're able to defend or continue defending your team. That means there's only Yuchan left.
Yuchan, let's get you up there. All right, it's last man standing for Team Phoenix. It's Yuchan representing his team, whereas Yunsung is going to try to end it now. Let's listen to our next question.
The following foods are a significant source of one of the 3 major nutrients. Which nutrient is it? Cheese, egg, fish, meat.
Ooh, Yuchan.
Yuchan.
Calcium.
Calcium. Not the nutrition. Okay.
Protein.
Protein.
That is correct.
Wow, Yoon-sung just by himself has eliminated all 4 members of Phoenix. All right, after the first round of the second half of Whiz Junior, we have a pretty self-explanatory score right now, with Yoon-sung really leading the way for Team ABC. All elimination, 400 points.
That's right. So it's pretty easy. ABC with 400, Phoenix with 0. But you guys, don't worry. You guys know how the second half works, right? You don't know until the very end because anything can change with any given question.
That's right. Team Phoenix, just like your team name, you guys can come alive anytime. We have 2 more rounds left here in the second half. We're going to jump right into second round. This is Brain Flash. All right, we're going to jump right into round 2. This is Brain Flash. It's quite simple, but it's really, really hard. Now, you have 12 different words and 15 seconds to memorize for the memorizers, where the guesser tries to figure out what one word we're looking for using the hints that the memorizers are able to memorize and have with them.
That's right. So taking a look at Team ABC, we have Yoon-sung, who's all covered up, meaning he'll be the one guessing. Hyungwon will be the one memorizing the clues for him to work with. For Phoenix, we have Somin that's going to be doing the guessing, and Ajin will be the one memorizing.
All right, so if our memorizers are ready, let's take a look at those words.
Already 5 seconds left. And time.
Time is up just like that. All right, so Team ABC in the lead right now, which means Hyungwon, you are going to be telling us the first word.
England.
England.
England. Ajin.
Flamengo. May 14. Thorn. Love.
Love.
Tea.
Yep.
No more.
No more. All right, now the chance goes over to Team Phoenix with Ajin. Ajin, do you have any more words?
No.
No.
It was a tricky topic, it seems. Usually we get maybe 1 or 2 more, but that just goes to show this one may be a little more difficult. Okay, that means we're going to flip these back over then. And once again, starting with ABC, because they're in the lead. Yoon-sung, let's bring him back. A lot of gear to take off there. All right, let's take a look at the clues that your teammate was able to get for you.
All right, these are your clue words that Hyungwon was able to guess. All of these have one word in common. Try to guess what that is.
All right, 3 seconds for you.
Day.
Day.
All right, now we're going to flip that over now. We have the answer day for ABC. And this time, Somin, let's bring her back.
All right, Somin. She's going to get her glasses back on so she can see the hints or clues that Ajin was able to memorize for you.
All
Three
three.
hints.
All three have one word in common. All right, we're going to have to give you 3 seconds now.
Rose.
Rose.
Rose. Okay, so we have Day from ABC and we have Rose from Phoenix. Now, before we give the answer reveal, should we maybe show off the rest of the hint? Quite a bit there, huh?
All right, so all of these words have one thing in common. The answer, please? Rose.
It was Rose. I think Yoon-sung, you were trying to think of the day that May 14th is. Is that what it was?
Yes.
Which it's actually Rose Day.
It is Rose Day. All right, the answer was Rose. But don't worry, though. We have 2 more contestants from each of the teams getting ready now. So let's switch.
So ABC looks like Taehyun will be guessing well. Yoon-suk will be the one memorizing. As for Phoenix, Yu-chan will be guessing while Hyungjun will be memorizing.
All right, if our contestants are ready, here are your words and 15 seconds.
Already at 5 seconds now. Just like that, time's up. Flipping those over again.
All right, so Team ABC still in the lead right now, which means Yoon-seok, you are going to be going first with our first word.
Dove. Gandhi. United Nation.
Uh-oh. Hyungjun, 3 seconds. Ooh, this is going to be tough.
It's a lot of pressure up there, especially with everyone watching. All right, Hyungjun, that will be it for Phoenix. As for, we have, of course, ABC.
Olive branch.
Any more?
No more.
No more.
All right, we're going to flip those back over now. And we have ABC still in the lead, so we're going to go and wake up Taehyun again. All right. So Taehyun, we have the words that Yoon-seok was able to memorize.
It's 3 words, but it might be enough. Now, all 3 words have one word in common. What is that one word?
Peace.
Peace. All right, so we have peace so far from Team ABC. We'll flip that over. And now invite Yu-chan back.
Let's wake up Yu-chan. We do have one hint that Hyungjun was able to memorize. Here it is.
Gandhi.
What is maybe the topic or theme or word that comes up to mind when you think Gandhi?
Don't attack him.
Who knows? You may get it. The first word that pops to mind.
3 seconds.
A guess is better than nothing.
India.
India.
Oh.
Good answer. Good answer.
Better
All
than
right.
nothing, right?
That was a great guess. India from Phoenix and peace from Team ABC. Now, before we do reveal the answer, let's take a look at the other words that our contestants weren't able to memorize.
Okay. Okay, poor Hyungjun. All right. Yu-chan, let's give Hyungjun a hug.
Give him a hug. What could we give him a hug?
All right, so what is the answer?
It's peace.
All right, we hope that there's still peace in Phoenix.
Isn't
right?
it so ironic right now? The word was peace. And of course, Yu-chan, you did your best. I would have guessed India too, to be honest with you, if I saw Gandhi. But of course, Gandhi was one of the renowned peacemakers out there.
That's right.
All right, so after that, we'll take a look at the score so far.
All right, ABC is in the lead with 620 points, and Phoenix is following with 180 points. We only have 1 round left. That's the bad news. The good news is that we have like hundreds and hundreds of points left for you guys to catch up on, all right?
That's right, Phoenix. You guys said you guys never die. We'll have to see how Phoenix rolls in the next round. We're going to jump right into our very final round. This is Final Battle.
This is where things get really heated up because at the end of this round, we are going to have today's champions. So Final Battle, basically we have 7 different categories with different questions ranging in difficulty, and thus each one will be worth a different number of points. Now, we did have the option for our team, should they choose to use it, a chance card.
That's correct. Now, you do have to buzz in and use your chance card. And if you do use a chance card, you're the only ones who can answer that particular question. But here's the thing, though. If you get it wrong, it's minus 100 points. So you have to think very carefully on whether or not you want to use it or not.
That's right. Okay, so we do have our 7 categories prepared for our teams. Let's take a look.
All right, country, sports, Y terminology, monuments, science, geography, Y historical figures. Last week I thought I saw monuments, but we never got to that, I think.
Well, we have it. Should we start with that one first?
Let's go with monuments for 100.
This building was set ablaze by the British Army during the War of 1812. The following reconstruction and renovation gave this building the name it still bears today. This building will become the official residence of the recently elected Donald
ABC.
White House.
White House.
That is correct. 100 points, 14 ABC. Great job, you guys. But don't worry, Phoenix, there's still plenty more. Let's see which category is next.
Why historical figures 200?
This Christmas seal was released this year. The design for this year's seal pays homage to 10 Korean independence activists. This person featured in the blue box set off a bomb.
Oh, Phoenix.
윤봉길.
Yoonbong-gil is correct.
Great job. So that was an additional 200 points for Phoenix.
Let's take a look at our next category. Why terminology for 100?
This criminal practice roughly started 10 years ago and has considerably increased of late. This practice consists of using the telephone to gain access to private information in order to commit financial fraud. What is the name of this practice?
Yes, we have ABC.
Voice piercing.
Voice phishing. All right, well, luckily for ABC, they're able to add 200 more points. The answer was voice phishing, but don't worry, we have much more points to be won. This is our next category.
Please listen carefully to the following dialogue.
Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun.
Oh, Angela, you have the opening for your musical tomorrow.
That's right. That's why I'm practicing, SJ, and I'm trying to me.
Okay.
You know
You know
my
what?
voice.
You know what? Since I'm a nice guy, I'm gonna help you out. Okay. How about a
Really?
little friendly challenge to see how high we can go?
All right, I'll start.
Go.
Do,
Ray.
me,
Fa.
do.
Ah.
Yes, I win. I need a prize. Make it cash or make it some warm honey tea.
Oh man, what is going on here?
Here is the question. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, or si is a way of naming notes, and this system is said to have originated in this country. This country is also known to be where the art form opera began. What country is this?
All right, ABC.
Italy.
Italy.
Is that the answer?
All right, so far right now it's 10-20 for ABC and 380, which means if, let's say, ABC answers any more question, it's going to be game over. But it's not over just yet because Phoenix, you guys can get all three of them and win.
All right, things are tensing up again. Let's get the next category. Science for 300?
Any chance cards? Buzzer and chance? Buzzer and chance? Anybody?
No.
All right, let's take a listen.
In several of his works, American theorist Jeremy Rifkin suggested this as an alternative to fossil fuels, which are mere decades away from global depletion. Actually, this is currently in the spotlight as a viable source of alternative energy, such as gaseous fuel for automobiles. This is the most abundant chemical substance on Earth.
ABC, yes.
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen is correct.
That is correct. And that gives them 300 points. Unfortunately for Phoenix, now it's pretty much kind of a done game.
That's right.
Not enough points to turn this one back around.
That is correct. But still, though, up until the end, they did fight very, very hard. And they got here all the way to the finals. Now, how was it here on Whiz Junior? How do you guys feel?
It was a good experience for all of those, and it was very honored to meet our great opponents. And even though there's kind of disappointments, but I think we tried our best, and our teammate. I am very grateful to our opponents and our teammates.
Wow,
Very
well spoken.
eloquently spoken.
That's right. ABC. You guys started from the start, and you guys came at the end as the champions of Whiz Junior. How do you guys feel?
We feel very good. Like, we feel very energetic after all the time we spent in this show. And we are also thankful for our opponents and for the great game we did.
What a beautiful note to end our show, especially considering that we are helping our viewers to also end this year as well, right?
Exactly. And this was, a great example of what great sportsmanship is. I know things can get very competitive here on Whiz Junior, and certainly they finished things off by showing great sportsmanship. So once again, Phoenix, great job, guys, for finishing runner-up. And Team ABC, you guys are today's Whiz Junior champions. Let's give them a round of applause.
Another wonderful edition of Whiz Junior, especially because today's show in particular, I think we were able to see such great passion and optimism for the future, and of course, beautiful sportsmanship as well.
That's right, and coming from a guy who loves to play sports, I actually saw more sportsmanship here in our studio for Whiz Junior than out in the field when I play sports. So, hey, we always learn a thing or two from all of our students and our contestants.
That's right, and being that our show here is marking the last show for this year, 2016, let's learn from our students and use some of that positivity to improve this upcoming brand new year.
That's right, and with that said, we do want to finish off by saying Happy New Year's to all of you guys out there from all of us here on Whiz Junior.
This Arirang TV program is brought to you by Hwangwoo Books and Yerimdang Publishing Company Limited.
Hello, welcome to the English Quiz Show. My name is SJ.
Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Angela Park.